Hey guys, so tonight we're going to be playing some more of the Crew Motorfest because it is Monday night. So new week, new week in game, which this is either the last or second last week I think for this current main stage. Let's just double check. Yeah, this is the last week for the current. So then the Ford Motorfest selection last week. Tonight we have the full battery Showdown, which has got just one day left, and then we'll be getting the new month, which might be a new season as well. I'm not sure. Um, at this point, it's pretty difficult for me to gauge when new seasons and stuff are coming out. I don't really get a lot of news about this game, even though I'm sure I'm following it on Instagram and stuff. I don't really hear much about this game outside of the game itself. When I'm in the menu screen or whatever, they do a really good job with this game, with advertising everything that's going on. But yeah, oftentimes I don't hear about stuff that's happening in this game until it's happening, until I'm playing and I see it. So yeah, whether it's a new season or not, basically tomorrow night, the current main stage will end, and then we'll get a new slew of in-game weeks, summit contests. Usually 4 of them. Sometimes there's 5 at a time, but it's usually 4 per main stage, which is just under a month. Okay, so I am opening up the stream here on my phone. It's 3 o'clock tonight, which is another earlier stream. Lately, a lot of my streams have been pretty late. I've been averaging like 5 a.m. starting time. But last night, I started an Elden Ring stream at 3. And that went decently well. I actually streamed Elden Ring for about 2 hours last night. So yeah, tonight we're doing another somewhat earlier stream. And my Motorfest stream last week was actually over 2 hours, 2 hours 20 minutes. That's because I bought the bundle, I think, and we went through the full summit contest. So I don't think I'll be doing that again. But yeah, I guess I got like 3 new vehicles last week. Because there was a boat, there was I think it was a Lancia, it was like a rally car, as well as a helicopter, the first helicopter in this game. Because they've added that now as a whole new category, so... Yeah, I got the helicopter. Not that great at driving it, but you know, it's cool. Something new. Anyways, as for the last month and the main stage, I'm pretty sure I've streamed all 4 of the weeks. We're hopefully pretty close to level 3 here for the Legend Pass. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like I'm about... We're in the middle of level 2 right now, so all we need to do is level up one more time. And then I guess next week when I play this again, it'll give me that free Mazda, unless you just unlock it right away. A few months ago, there was 2 main stages back to back that I got the Legend Pass cars. One of them was the Porsche Cayenne, and then I don't remember what the other one was. Oh, it was the Camaro. The Camaro ZL1 Rift Edition and the Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT something edition. Anyways, stream is up, looks good. So yeah, 3 o'clock, we're doing an earlier Crew Motorfest stream. Hopefully it goes well. I might stream a little longer tonight, we'll see. My views aren't necessarily amazing on this game, but they're not bad either. We usually kind of go like channel average for this game. And honestly, this is one of the games that I think I enjoy more streaming this weekly. This game just, you know, there's fresh stuff going on every week. It's always like, I never get bored with this game. It feels like there's always something to do. And I appreciate that a lot when it comes to video games. 'Cause there's a lot of games these days where it's like, I'm just playing it for the sake of playing it, you know? There's not really much to be going for. But in this game, it seems like you're always striving for some sort of rewards, and some stuff is pretty competitive, some stuff not so much. It's just kind of chill, and it's a good mix of everything, so. Now, I'm looking at the bundle here for this week. It's only two cars. One of them is the Lotus Avaya, and then we have the Lamborghini Terzo Millennio, um, which I don't remember if that car was already in this game or not. I think it was. It was probably in the Crew 2 as well. The Terzo Millennio is a concept. It's one of my favorite Lambos, but it's not a real car. They never actually released it. Yeah, so the Terzo Millennio was a concept from 2017. And this car was going to be pretty crazy. And I mean, it looks really cool. It's one of those like futuristic concept cars that actually looks good. Because most of the time they don't look that good. They just look kind of too overkill. Or maybe almost like too smooth and too bland. But this one's just perfect. This is the perfect mix of like a sleek, electric, futuristic car with a kind of an aggressive Lamborghini hypercar. So I like the Terzo Millennio, but it's saying 2.8 million here, which is crazy. I can't even afford that with what I have right now. And then the Lotus Avaya. So I actually have the Lotus Avaya, but not just the regular version. So are these two cars normally about 4 million together, and this bundle is 1.2 off? Which is more than normal. Normally it's about 20% off. Which 20% of 4 million is like, that's like 800K. It'd be like 3.2 million. So if they're cutting 1.2 off, that's more like, I don't know. It's a good discount. Maybe like 25% then. I'm not sure exactly. Either way, it's still really expensive. I actually don't have enough to afford it right now in game. Plus, I already have a Lotus Avaya. So I think I'd rather just buy the Terzo Millennio on its own. But I'm not going to do that right now either because it's probably pretty expensive on its own. If I had to guess, it's cost more than the Avaya, which means it's going to be something in the 2 millions. It might just cost 2.8 on its own, which means they're throwing in the Avaya for free. So I don't have the base Avaya in this game, but I have a special edition, which they gave out as a reward in the, I think it was some sort of electric car playlist that was in the base game on release. So yeah, I like the Terzo Millennio, but probably not going to buy that. Let's look at the catalog just in case. If this Terzo Millennio is like less than 2 million, then that's good. But I'm still not going to buy it right now because I have 2.4. We just bought a bundle last week, which was I think like 900K. It was like almost a million. And I have been pretty good lately at saving my money in this game. I'd like to keep it that way, and I'll just blow it all at the end of this month or whatever. So let's just look at the catalog. Okay, so the Avaya is 2 million. The Terzo Millennio is actually cheaper. Wow. The Terzo Millennio is exactly 2,600,000. 2,600,000. And then the Avaya is 2,076,200. A little bit more. They're both really similar. So about 4 million for the two. 2.8 million, you can get them both. Not a bad deal. But even though I like the Terzo Millennio, I don't need it right now. I already have a special edition of the Avaya, which I'll be able to use in the playlists anyways. They always let you do that. If you don't have the base car, but you have a certain version of it, then you are always able to use the other version. So there's probably just going to be like one race that I won't be able to do because I need to own my own Terzo, which I don't have, unfortunately. But yeah, maybe at some point I'll buy this car for 2 million. Or maybe if it shows up in another bundle, then I'll get that with some other cars that I want. Because yeah, base Avaya, I don't need it. That's not really something we need right now. Okay, so that's the bundle. That kind of caught my eye. Just as I was explaining the main stage. It actually just kind of like kicked in while I was explaining it or whatever, after I got done with kind of the intro for tonight. I kind of saw the Terzo Millennio and I was like, hang on a sec, that's actually, that's a car that I want. But I don't even have enough for that bundle. And I'm not going to buy the Terzo Millennio for 2 million right now when I could get a Via thrown in for 800k. Just not going to do that right now. So the thing that I was explaining before was this Mazda RX-8 Thunderwave Edition. This is the free car for level 3 of the Legend Pass, this main stage. So we've already hit level 2, I already got the tires. All we gotta do is get about 75k XP tonight, and then we get the Mazda for, next week. And I don't remember, I don't know if it gives it to you right away or it makes you wait until the week is over to give it to you. They seem to do both in this game. So we can make pretty good XP with these. Like this one says finish 2 events in the summit contest. That on its own is 80,000 XP. So just that challenge on its own, just for doing 2 events, is enough for me to get that car for free. However, there's one thing I've been noticing lately in this game, and it's that sometimes I'm doing these challenges and it doesn't give it to me. So I think that happened again last week. I'm not really sure what's up with that, but that seems like a serious thing. I don't know how that's like an issue in this game that they haven't fixed yet. Unless I'm missing something, like I actually did get the rewards and just thought that I didn't because of a visual glitch or something like that. You're supposed to get good money and XP for all these, and sometimes these are very simple, like register a vehicle in the custom show. And it's, it's like I obviously and blatantly go and do that, and then I come and look at the challenges and it says I haven't done it yet, when I just put a vehicle in the custom show. So let's see tonight. Let's see if these challenges work. Because if they do, we get the XP no problem. If they don't, I'm going to be pissed. Because that means the game is literally cheating me. I'm not saying they rigged it on purpose, but like, if that's a glitch in the game, I've been noticing this for a few months, I think now. I have no idea why they haven't fixed it. This game gets new updates every week. So the fact that they would have a glitch that bad that they haven't fixed is kind of abysmal. Anyways, speaking of custom show, let's go do it. We'll see if we get that challenge or not. Give this game a chance to redeem itself on that regard. It's the Lancer from last week. How did this Focus get 95? That is not a very good looking car. That's the kind of car that, like, someone would take a picture of in like real life. They found it in like a parking lot or something, and like, all car enthusiasts would hate it. I don't know. I feel like some people would just like come straight from like GTA. They customize a car in this game and somehow it gets platinum. First place with 95 likes. Anyways, I only got 1 like. It's enough for 100,000 XP. So that on its own actually should be enough to level up the main stage, right? Even if we don't get the challenges. But I still want these challenges to work because I want the money as well. Money's important. Okay, for a sec I was going to say where's the platinum car, but I always forget that the custom show rank rewards do not align with the summit contest. It's separate. They never give out free platinum cars in the custom show. But for this week in platinum we have the blue glow tint, which could be interesting. I don't know. I'm not going to be too disappointed about missing that one. We'll probably just get the XP again. That's fine. Full battery showdown. Custom show. So I haven't even talked about like the theme for this week, but I'm guessing it's just going to be all electric stuff. Full battery showdown. Yeah, so this is all electric vehicles. So I guess I actually have quite a few electric vehicles in this game now. I think I've kind of built a bit of a collection here. I'm sure I have a few hybrids in this game too, but I'm wondering which one I have more of. This would just be pure electric. So we have the Porsche Taycan Turbo S, Volkswagen Electric R, Lotus Evija Pure Edition. So this is the Lotus Evija that I have, which this was a playlist reward vehicle. Mercedes-Benz Vision EQ Silver Arrow was also a playlist reward vehicle. I think this is for the Supercar Blondie playlist, and this was for the electric cars. The Taycan, I think you actually just had to buy to get into the electric playlist. I might have got this like for free though from the gold edition or something, I'm not sure. This Volkswagen, I don't even remember when I got this, but I got it recently. We've been using it in a lot of summits, I think. This Volkswagen ID buggy, I've had this for a while. I bought this pretty early on in this game. It's actually my favorite rally raid car in this game, weirdly enough. And I also have the GMC Hummer EV. So this has like 0 customization on it. This is the custom show, so we're supposed to go with like the coolest looking one, but really none of these are that customized at all. This Taycan might have some customization on it. It depends what the base color of the Taycan is in this game. When you look at the Taycan Turbo S in the catalog, is it white or is it blue like this? Because I'm pretty sure it's always those 2 colors. Oh no, they actually have a whole selection here. Considering white is first, I'm guessing that this car normally comes in white. Usually Taycans, you always see them in white or the light blue. You don't ever see them in these other colors. They're really rare. Looks pretty good in anything, you know. Props to Porsche for making a good looking electric car. I'm gonna keep it in the light blue because I like it. This might still be the base color, I don't know. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I think they kind of... Yeah, so like there's visual customization for this, but I don't think I've really done anything. Or maybe I have. Yeah, I have this alternate rear bumper. No one's gonna even look at that. So did I choose to like not do stuff on this car? Wait, were those calipers always yellow, or did it just auto lock on that? I don't know. I feel like I have to skip the stream back now and see. I think I was just talking about this a week or 2 ago. How this game kind of screws you over when you go to the calipers and it automatically locks onto a color, and then it screws up the color. You do have a way of resetting it, which I think I just figured out. Okay, yeah, we're good. They were already yellow. Okay, so yellow is probably base color for these calipers. We can just check, because you can hold the reset color. Which the last time that this situation happened, I actually figured this out, and then I realized that it was on the base color anyways. Oh, so it was a different yellow. So I wonder if I changed that on purpose. We should go with the original Porsche yellow, which is a bit darker. But yeah, it always automatically locks onto black. That's the only time that the exclusive calipers get screwed, is if it locks onto black and then, you know, the black brand logo on the calipers just goes away. So I must have changed it to a brighter yellow, but honestly I'm fine with the actual Porsche yellow here. It just looks better. Okay, so this has very little customization, but it's good enough. And like I was saying before I cut myself off, this game used to make it so that you had to have at least some sort of customization on your car to put it in the custom show, and you also couldn't enter any cars with custom, or like a livery made by another player. So I'm not sure about the livery thing, but I know now it seems like your cars don't even have to have any customization to enter them. Because there's some cars that I have that are like super exclusive or whatever, you can't change the color, no visual parts, no vanity sometimes, and it still lets you just put it in the custom show, so... And about the livery, I'm not sure. I don't know about the livery actually, but I know before I've tried putting in basically like community livery cars, and it won't let you, because someone else made the design. I mean, it makes sense, but I feel like they should still let you do it. When you're making a community wrap in this game, you're expecting other people to be using it, right? So either way, it doesn't matter too much. These fire and ice rims are kind of cool. Do I want to put these on the Taycan though? We already have a lot going on with the wheels because I cut the white. The rims on this car are kind of cool. They're white on the outside and then the black in the middle with the yellow calipers. I like these tires though, they're pretty cool. We just got those from the Legend Pass. Also, since I already have these, I'm guessing I should already have that Mazda. We should already be level 3. because I just got 100,000 XP from last week. So I should already have that RX-8. I'm pretty sure it just gives it to you. Anyways, I don't know. I might do these tires. I like most of my cars in this game to look pretty realistic, and obviously tires like that are not realistic, but smokes and nitro and stuff doesn't matter as much because that's more like only when you're racing or driving. Something like your tires, it always looks that way. If your car is sitting in the custom show, it's gonna have, you know, unrealistic tires on it. Yeah, so no nitro available on electric cars, obviously. Underglow on the Taycan, probably not. Window tint. Nah, we're good. Rooftops. Dashboard figure. Could put something inside here. What do we want in the Taycan? I like this Chihuahua. I don't remember when I got him at. I think he was some sort of like, not for the Legend Pass, but like one of the timeline rewards. Maybe the compete or the playlist timeline. Maybe last month. I don't know. I feel like I got him recently. Sure. Let's go with the Chihuahua here. There you go. Okay, so that's all vanity. I've got the, what is this called? Like the nebula smoke or something? My face cam's in the way. I got some other smokes here. Something like this lightning one would be more fitting. The only problem with this one is it's actually very distracting while you're driving. This smoke literally makes like shockwaves and lightning flying out of your car. And it really like messes up when I'm trying just to focus on driving, you know? Like it really covers the screen. This is a lot more subtle. So I'll probably stick with that. We could go with like this one too, which is blue and orange, and then I could go with those fire and ice tires. Maybe just like for fun. You know, I'm not necessarily going to keep that kind of customization on this car, but let's do it. It goes. Where are the tires? There. Fire and ice. Because to be honest, I'm not really sure what other vehicle I'm going to put these tires on, and I do like them. Out of the unrealistic tires in this game, these are some of the cooler ones, so let's go fire and ice with this fire and ice looking smoke. There we go. So yeah, not going to bother a livery. Visual parts, I've obviously gone through that before because I have the rear bumper and that's literally like it. I guess nothing else looked good. Alright, Taycan is good. Let's enter this. Probably not going to get any votes anyways. We're on the last day of the week. Just throw it in there, give myself a vote. Make sure we get at least bronze. Perfect. Here's someone else's Taycan, which looks pretty decked out. You know, this doesn't look too bad, actually. Not bad. Alright. So. It's time to, there we go. So like I said, we got this reward here. So I still want to check the challenge. Because, you know, we were looking at it. It obviously says that one of the challenges is just to enter a vehicle in the custom show, which is what I did. I've also, I think, like, debated on it before. I'm not sure what word to use. But, like, I've thought about, like, okay, maybe I don't get the challenge reward until next week. But that wouldn't work, because the next week, the challenge is reset. The challenge is reset weekly. And then, yeah, I don't see how that would work at all. Plus, I've like tested it and it didn't happen. You know, like we've done it. I haven't got my challenge reward, and then I came back the next week and still didn't get it. So it doesn't happen. And even if it did happen, I don't think it would really work. So just because of the XP I got from the custom show last week, that was enough to get this car. So level 3 Legend Pass, we have the Mazda RX-8 Thunderwave Edition. Probably won't get to test that out tonight because this whole playlist is going to be all electric stuff. We might get to use the Taycan, but the RX-8 is not an electric car, obviously. Even though it's the Thunderwave Edition. It fits that theme. As for challenges, like what is going on here? What is up with this? I feel like I need to look this up. And yeah, I've even tried pinning them before too, and then like unpinning, and like it just doesn't, the game does not register that I've completed this challenge. So I'm actually being like scammed out of a lot of XP and money from this, because there's multiple challenges over the last few months that have not been going through. I'm gonna look this up. If I remember to after tonight's stream, I'm gonna look it up, see if anybody else is having this problem. Like what is going on with my Crew Motorfest main stage challenge is not happening. Register a vehicle in the custom show. Literally just did that. Where's my XP? Where's my money? I don't know. It feels like a scam. It's such a, like an annoying feeling. It feels like I'm totally being cheated out of this, and it's probably just some glitch that most people don't even get. But the game's not gonna like compensate me for it or anything. It's just really stupid. Anyways, so we might even get enough XP anyways to get to level 4, and I can get that uncommon title. There's no way I'm getting to level 20. I find that crazy. The jump in level for these. I always found the leveling for the legend passes in this game so weird. First 3 levels, you get a reward. Level 3 is a car, which you do have to play a considerate amount that month to get the car. Because you have to complete at least one of these timelines to even start getting XP for the legend pass. And then level 4, you get an uncommon title, which the titles you get from the timelines are always common. You never get higher than common on these. So for level 4 on each timeline, you'll always get some sort of common title, which I have like 20 of them by now. Level 4 on the Legend Pass is always uncommon. And then it jumps to level 20 for a rare, level 50 for an epic, and level 100 for a legendary, which is crazy. Just seems like huge jumps, and like there's no other rewards in between them. It's like, this is only for people that just like play this game nonstop. Like no one else is gonna go out of their way to get these titles. Because that's just like, that's crazy. You know, I play this game like an hour or 2 a week. And that's sometimes enough for the car. I think I only have one uncommon title. I think the only time I got the uncommon title was like the first ever main stage of this game. First ever month. We can check later. I'm not gonna spend any more time on that now. Anyways, we got the Mazda, so I'm happy about that, even though the challenges aren't helping. We got the free car, which it's been a few months since the last one, which is the Camaro, I think. It was after the Cayenne. So yeah, custom show done. Let's hit this summit contest and see what we got. Get my bronze reward from last week. Actually, I might be in silver. I'm pretty sure I did it last week, so that we're gonna be in silver. I better be in silver still. Can't tell. I think you have to go into this one first. And then you exit out. Yes, okay. We got silver last week. Good, because I bought the bundle and we did all 9 events. Which, you get 100k extra points if you do all 9 events. So I'm happy we got silver. It's been a while since we did that too. Okay, I was actually still in the top 30k, so that's probably one of the highest positions I've gotten in this game in like forever. I don't even know if I've been gold in this game before. Top 30k, not bad. I'm usually like in the top 60, 70k. So we get some legendary rally raid parts, which I mean isn't insane. I would have liked the gold car, but it's whatever. The underglow is cool for platinum too. The best thing though, honestly, is the bronze reward. The XP. Well, no, I would have taken the car or the platinum underglow over the XP, but the XP is better than the parts. You can always get parts. You can always get XP too, but the more XP you have, the better. Parts doesn't matter that much. I usually have too many parts, honestly, because your inventory fills out. There's no filling up on XP. Alright, so we got that, which means if I exit out of this again, yeah, there we go. We got uncommon too, so there we go. Level 4. We got that uncommon title. So does that mean this is the most I've progressed in a main stage in this game since the very first month, back in September 2023. Just Bolt. The title's literally just Bolt. I kind of like the names of these titles, actually, but there's no way we're even getting to rare. I'll maybe get like level 5 tonight. We're not getting level 20. Flash, and then Lightning, and then Thunderstorm. That'd probably be quite a flex, having the legendary Thunderstorm title. I wonder how many people actually get that. Alright, we're going to start the contest. Before we do, one more thing. Just profile, driver, titles. Okay, I have 3 uncommons. So no rares, no epics, no legendaries. I don't even know how you get a unique. I've never even seen a unique title in this game. And rare, epic, and legendary I've only seen for level 20, 50, 100 legend pass. That's it. And uncommons are level 4 legend pass. So I'm thinking American Legend was the very first month, and the second month would have been Hishiri Legend, which was Japanese themed. The first one was American themed. So the very first 2 main stages of this game, back in year 1, season 1, I got these 2 back to back, and now all this time, so over a year later, we finally got another uncommon title. This one's just Bolt. I'm gonna go with it. I've had the American Legend title since, like, you know, I've had it for a long time. Let's go with Bolt. And look at all these commons I have. All these commons from all these different, like, timelines that I've done. So there might be some exploration. Most of these are going to be compete, maybe a few playlist ones. Yeah, all this stuff. Anyways, we got that uncommon Bolt title. Pretty chill, I guess. Alright, I think we have basically looked at everything now tonight that I would have wanted to look at before doing the Summit contest. That's our last course of action, which of course is where all the action is at. It's time to do some racing. So obviously, last week of the month, we have the Platinum car, which in this case, I believe is a brand new one, the Rimac Nevera Time Attack Edition. Prismatic green smoke would look good with that. You get that for gold. 200k bucks for silver. 5,000 parts for bronze. Parts is always the worst bronze reward to get. It's usually XP, sometimes it's bucks, and sometimes it's parts. I hate getting parts. I have so many parts and I don't even use them. Don't even use them. I don't even think you can sell them or anything. Like, they're literally useless for me. It's a waste of a reward. As I said earlier, only one event that I can't do tonight, called 3000 with the Terzo Millennio. I'm pretty sure Terzo Millennio means 3000 in Italian. Sounds about right. Terzo meaning 3, Millennio meaning 1000. Makes sense. Anyways, we have a loaned hypercar for Time Attack. I'm hoping it's the Terzo Millennio. If it's the Avaya, I'm not going to be as happy, because we're going to get to use that anyways. We'll get to use my pure edition Avaya that I have. Hopefully it lets me have a trial of the Terzo here. Let's see. Oh, it's the Rimac. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, usually it's one of the bundle cars, but on the last week of the month, it's always the Platinum car. Yeah, because only the top 10k people are going to get this. So everyone else gets to try it out for this one race. Fair PvP, loaned car. 2023 Rimac Nevera Time Attack Edition. Also, that's a flag that you never see on any other cars in this game. Because I'm pretty sure Rimac is from Croatia, I think. I don't think Croatia has any other car brands, or maybe even any other vehicle brands at all. But yeah, Rimac Nevera. Let's do it. I like this customization on the Navara. It looks pretty good. Also, this is currently one of the fastest cars in real life. I'm not sure the exact top speed on it. I think it's like just under 300. It's like 280, 290. 1.9 seconds 0 to 60. It's crazy. It's a crazy electric hypercar. It's pretty crazy in this game too. So far so good. Handling is very smooth. Gonna want to use boost here. We have a lot of turns. Try to use the boost in spurts. Don't want to waste any of that. Yeah, we'll just do bursts of boost here. I keep wanting to call it nitro, but there's no nitrous in an electric car. Okay. Normally the brakes and the handling are really good on this car, but when you're going that fast, I don't think any car could slow down in time for that. That crash wasn't even that bad. So this car does have really nice brakes, good handling. Good control. Oh, that's that one turn. That's more because I want to off-road and not because I screwed up. Well, I guess I screwed up by going off-road. Note to self, don't go off-roading in your electric hypercar. Bad idea. Ooh, the handbrake is super sharp on this car too. It turned my car so quickly. Normally on cars with worse handling, I often have to use the handbrake to slow them down enough for a sharp turn. With this car, the handling on this car is like 10 out of 10. I was just going so fast there that I had to hit the brakes, and the handbrake was incredible. Yeah, I just tapped it again there, and it's like drifting almost perfectly. It doesn't feel like the handbrake. Try it again here. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a really smooth handbrake drift. Oh no. See if I can recover from this. There we go, we got it. That was a bad off-road detour, but no need to rewind, we got it. Best to avoid rewinding when you can during summits, because it doesn't pause your timer for rewind like it would on a playlist. Damn, I destroyed that. That was like, what? We had like 50 something seconds to spare. What? What? Are you kidding me? Bro. Okay, I guess people are really going crazy this week, because I only got 28,000 points on that. I'm pretty sure I got like twice as many points on like the helicopter race last week that I was struggling to death with. This race was such a breeze, I just destroyed it, and I got less than 30k points. That's crazy. That means so many people are doing this race. Wow. I think the last week of the month always does have a lot more people playing, because everyone wants to get the platinum car. So I guess all the tryhards are going in there and you're getting all the points. So the people like me that are more average at this game, I guess, we're stuck getting low scores and not even being able to get silver. All the pros want the Navara this week, I guess. Okay, next up is Dynamo. which is any electric hypercar. So I know that I have at least like three. Avaya Live, specifically the Lotus Avaya, which I don't have the normal one, but I have the Pure Edition, so we can use that. Hyper Condensed, any electric hypercar again. And Shock, any electric British hypercar, which the Lotus Avaya is probably the only one I have. It's probably the only one in the game. What other British brands have an electric hypercar besides Lotus? None that I can think of. Okay, so we can't use the Taycan, unfortunately. This is all hypercar. I was hoping there'd be a little bit more variety. It's literally all just electric hypercar, which is kind of what I had in mind, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, one race down. We're not even in the top 100K right now, so we definitely gotta try to get some higher scores on these. What options do I have for general electric hypercar? Only two? Wait, what? When I was looking at the custom show or whatever before, I had like a bunch of electric cars. There was like 7 or 8 of them that showed up there. Two of them are off-road, because the Hummer and the Volkswagen Buggy. At least one of them is street, the Taycan. These two are the two hypercars that I can think of. No, there's also the Volkswagen Electric R. That's considered a hypercar too, right? It's not considered a racing car? It might be considered a racing car, but I'm pretty sure it's a hypercar. Which means the game is actually not accounting for that car here, which is that's incorrect. Motorfest is having a bit of a fail. If the Volkswagen R is considered a hypercar, it should be here, because this is just electric hypercar. There's no other requirement on that. I'm wondering if I can just sort all of my vehicles by electric. Can we do that? Filters. Type? No. Engine type. Yeah, this is probably a new thing they did, like for this for this main stage, I think. I think I remember seeing this before, something about thermic versus electric. Okay, so these are all the electric vehicles that I own. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I have 6 of them. So 6. That's why. Okay. The Volkswagen Electric R is considered a racing car, so it's not a hypercar. So that means I only have one street electric car, one racing electric car, 2 hypercars, and 2 off-roaders. For some reason I thought I had more than that, but I guess it was 6 before, and it looked like it was like 7 or 8 to me. Alright. Well, I think we're going to be using the Avaya a lot, so I guess we'll use the Mercedes maybe, just to kind of switch things up. And yeah, as for other British electric hypercars, I think the Avaya is the only one. I don't even know why they would have a category for that. Alright, let's take the filter off. Make sure we got the full collection here. Alright, back to it. Summit Contest. Full battery Showdown. Dynamo. We're going to use this Vision EQ Silver Arrow. Also, I just noticed the year on this car is 2018. I was thinking this was like a brand new concept. If this was a concept from 2018, that means this car will never exist in real life, probably. If a concept has been around longer than 5 years, it's never going to happen. They're never going to make it a reality. Alright, well, also, I've never seen this Mercedes outside of this game, so it must be one of the lesser known ones. Again, it's another electric concept hypercar that doesn't look ugly to me. It looks kind of... It's not, like, beautiful. I definitely prefer the look of just, like, a AMG GTR, but... You know, it looks cool. It's got, like, a cool, sleek look to it. I kind of like what they did with the rims. Reminds me of like really old school cars with like tons of spokes on the rims, and then they like half of them are kind of just flat. So I think that looks pretty cool. So I think they've taken some inspiration here, maybe from like really old school Mercedes Roadsters or something, like one from like the 40s or something. I don't know. It also just kind of looks like a car that you would see in like Cyberpunk. Definitely a Cyberpunk car. Okay, I definitely have enough parts to max out for hypercar right now. So this is at 280 top speed, which is pretty good. 2.4 in the acceleration could be better. With 1200 horsepower, it could be better. How much does this thing weigh? Oh, it won't show me. It's because it's a concept. They probably never had a real weight for this car. Alright. I can forgive this game for withholding the weight of a car. What I can't forgive this game with is when they withhold the 0 to 60 or the top speed. Even if somehow those numbers can't be found in real life, you can have them in your game because the car is I mean the car is only going to go at the same speed for everybody. If it's, got no upgrades, it's just stock. Like inside of the physical world in this digital game, all of the cars have a realistic and set, speed that they go. So I find it kind of silly whenever I look at a vehicle here and it won't show me how much its top speed or its acceleration is. I always find that kind of like, I don't know what word to use. Do we want to do any customization on this car? I don't think I've really touched this car at all before. I've used it in a few races, but I don't think I've ever customized this in any way. I don't know if I want to. This car's already got such a unique look. I don't know if I want to really change things up. We've got the pulse smoke. We can keep that. Yeah, there's not much you can do for this car. It's got limited customization because it's a very unique shape. What kind of liveries are on this car? I feel like you don't need a livery on this. Oh, this one's kind of cool actually. Okay, this one deserves having 18,000 downloads because this totally goes with the style of this car. This looks similar to kind of like those, like exclusive wraps or decals that like AMG will do on AMG GTs, or specifically the new AMG 1. I think has some like exclusive liveries that look somewhat like this. So I don't know if this was exactly trying to replicate something from real life, but it looks like something that Mercedes would do themselves. It looks good. This one's not as good. It looks just kind of like a racing version of this car. It still looks, realistic enough. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like the color scheme on this. This makes it look like this was like a car that was designed in the 50s or something, but it didn't become a reality until now. That's what the silver and red color scheme reminds me of. White is pretty cool too. People somehow managed to, I was thinking all these liveries were going to look stupid, but people actually managed to make somewhat cool liveries. This one is really cool. What's up with the paint there? It's like black carbon or something, and it's got like blue underneath the black. I don't even know how they did that. It looks pretty cool. Overall, I'm probably going to keep mine stock, but I can appreciate these, even this one, like the color scheme matches perfectly. This one, not so much. I'm not into the anime stuff, especially the Naruto fart cloud. I saw that enough in Need for Speed Heat. But yeah, I can appreciate most of these liveries. Most of these look pretty cool, and they fit, they fit the style of this car. Pretty much. Anyways, I'm not going to do a livery, but we've got the Pulsar smoke or whatever. I think that's the only it's the only sort of customization I have on this. Anyways, let's get back to racing. We're spending too much time here just kind of dilly-dallying a bit. Yeah, this thing is maxed out. It's good to go. I forgot that my difficulty is still 1 out of 5. I need to put that up. We'll have to do it after this race. It doesn't matter for summits, but, you know, I want there to be a little bit of a challenge with the bots. I don't want it to seem too easy, so I need to put the difficulty back up. Normally these 1v1 races, the bot always gets kind of like a really good head start. So if this were on 2 out of 5, he probably already would have been way ahead of me, but I would have hopefully caught up. 1 out of 5, I don't think he's ever going to catch up to me. Except for that, because I just screwed up. The handling on this car, unfortunately, is not as good as the Rimac. This car just isn't as at depth as the Rimac is. I gotta get used to the handling on it. It's more slippery. More slippery and less sensitive, so it's not necessarily a good thing. I gotta get it under control. It's more sensitive long term, but less sensitive short term, if that makes sense. And usually I prefer better short term steering sensitivity on cars rather than long term. You know, it's nice when I can just kind of barely tap on the joystick and the car can kind of change direction really quick. Rather than this car where I kind of have to press on it harder, and then if I press on it for too long, then the car will just start completely drifting in the direction. This car is a little bit harder to keep straight. But yeah, 1 out of 5 difficulty, the bot's not even... He doesn't even exist anymore. He's just gone. Bot is not around. This car is still pretty fast. It's not as fast as the Rimac, but it's not slow. It doesn't feel like way slower than it. It just feels a little bit slower than it. Just a tad. No idea how fast this car was supposed to be in real life. Oh my god, bro, how did you miss that?
It never happened.
How did I miss that one? Bro, missed it again. That time it counted? I don't even know if I touched the pole there, but it counted. I'll take it. There's one thing that this and the Rimac Nevera have in common. Don't off-road with them. I think I was thinking of this earlier. Honestly, electric hypercars might actually handle better off-road than, you know, non-electric hypercars. I think there's kind of a misconception that electric cars are just worse off-road than gas cars are, but really there's nothing to prove that. If anything, electric cars would be better because pretty much all electric cars are all-wheel drive, and that's known to be kind of the best thing for off-road. I think just hypercars in general. Cars that are meant to be really fast on the road are not going to be really fast off the road. Got more points. That's over double the points. Actually, no, it's exactly double. What did I get on the last one? 28? This one was 56. So I'd say the race that we just did, I did a bit worse. That car was harder to handle than the Rimac, which was just a total breeze. But I literally got double the points. Almost exactly double. 28,181 times 2 is like... I don't even know. That'd be like 362. We're like 64 points. 64 points away from it being exactly double, and that's over. So I got over double as many points on Dynamo than I did on Time Attack. That just tells you that everybody was just try-harding on Time Attack, and also everyone had the Rimac, so maybe a lot of people were doing this race with like worse hypercars. I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay, Avaya Live is next. Was there something that I wanted to look at before this? I feel like there was something I either said or that was on my mind, but I have no idea. I forgot it now. I'm not sure if there's anything I wanted to look at. Doesn't matter. If I forgot, it's not that important. Alright. Avaya Live. Also, up until I played this game, I always thought this car was called the Lotus Evija, and most people still pronounce this as Evija. But in this game, I think Kara, or maybe one of the other NPCs in this game that was, you know, starring in this playlist or whatever, they were pronouncing this as Avaya. And I think I looked it up, and it is technically pronounced Avaya. Which silent J's are not really a thing in British culture. You know, Lotus is a British car brand, but they kind of like to make funky names for their cars, I guess, especially since I'm pretty sure all Lotus cars are electric now, unfortunately. So, yeah, here's the Avaya Pure Edition, because I don't have the normal one. I'm not a fan of pink, but this doesn't look too bad. The customization they did on this car is pretty nice. The Avaya certainly isn't ugly. It's a pretty cool looking car, but I will say that I find just the base Avaya kind of bland. It doesn't have that much detail to it at all, unless you have sort of a cool livery on it, or like this. Obviously, this Pure Edition doesn't exist in real life. This is made for the game, but it's got this like body kit on it. We got canards at the front. Pretty sure the splitter is different. Probably the skirts might even have wide body. Those head scoops look different, and then the pink and black livery over top the metallic white. It looks pretty nice. Not bad. This is actually slower than that Mercedes, although it has way more horsepower. 2,100 horsepower. Top speed is the same. I'm pretty sure they cut cars off at 280 in this game. It's the fastest they'll let you go. Because half of the hypercars in this game are already supposed to go like 280 stock. Giving them another 1,000 horsepower will just make their top speed like 350. But yeah, they don't do that. They cut it off at 280. But the 0 to 60 on this car is slower than the Mercedes. And I'm pretty sure the 0 to 60 on this car is slow in real life too. Which is really weird. This car supposedly is really good for like mid-range performance. I'm pretty sure the Lotus Avaya has the record for like the fastest 0 to 400 kilometers per hour back to 0 out of any car. Which is not normally something that you go for. Normally you want the fastest top speed or the quickest 0 to 60. Which this car's top speed, actually, I think the top speed is low too, normally, in real life. I'm not sure what it is stock in this game. I'm pretty sure in real life the top speed of this car is like 217, which is the same as like a standard Aventador. And then the 0 to 60 is like 3 seconds or something, which is like a Huracan. Like it's like the 0 to 60 and the top speed both suck, but the mid-range performance of the car has really high horsepower, which ultimately might just like be better for just actually racing, especially if the handling is good. I have used this car a few times in this game, and I think the handling is not actually that great on it. We're gonna test it now, obviously. You can't change the color or the visual parts on this at all. We do have vanity. I think it'll still have livery. I think you can do liveries on literally any car in this game. It doesn't matter if they won't even let you change the paint color. You can still do liveries. So if someone just wanted this car to be black, like they could just, cover it in black liveries, right? It's funny how I have the same smoke on all of my electric hypercars. It fits. Why do they even bother doing the nitro section on the electric cars? Nitro 0, even though I have like 20 of them. Why even have that section available for the electric cars? Alright, this is fine. We can do a dashboard figure. What do we want? What goes with the Avaya? This matches this pink Lotus thing. I don't even know what it's for. I think I got this as a timeline reward. I don't remember. Liveries on the Avaya Pure Edition. Okay, this one's sticking with the pink. Also doesn't look terrible. Everyone's sticking with like the pink color on here. This one actually looks pretty sick. Oh, it's because the rims. That's why they're trying to make it match with the rims, because any other color might look off. Because you can't do any visual parts with this. This one actually looks really good. If this weren't like a special edition, like exclusive car, I would actually probably download this wrap, because this looks really cool. But, you know, it's a special edition car. I want to keep it with the base look. Yeah, this one also looks really good. Something like this. Yeah, it doesn't look as great. The Duracell. And like the red, it doesn't match. Why did so many people download these red ones? It doesn't match. There's pink on the rims in the back. Pink with, like, having pink and red, you know, decals in the same car looks so bad to me. Like, having two similar colors. And just like, ugh, it doesn't look good. Most of these are pretty cool, though. Oh, this one probably looks awful. This looks so bad. This car doesn't look bad in red. I mean, this is mad red, so just the red, this particular red is bad. If this were a normal Lotus Avaya in red, it wouldn't look bad. But this is matte red, plus with the pink rims, it looks so awful. Anyways, we're keeping this car stock look there. Not much for vanity, it's fine. Already maxed this out to 920. I think I still have plenty of 920 hypercar parts. Always stocked up. Alright, we're going to have at least one other race in the Avaya, because there was another one that needed just specifically a British electric hypercar, which this is the only one I can think of in the entire world. Here we go. Avaya Pure Edition. Oh, this is the outrun the clock thing. I forgot to do the difficulty again, which, I mean, it doesn't matter as much for this because there's no bots. It just means that the time will be more lenient. I need to remember to put the difficulty back up again. I don't know why it's been on 1 out of 5 for so long. I don't even remember the last time I changed it. I think it was last week, but I couldn't think of what particular race it was. Okay, this car is handling better than I remember. I remember it not being that great for a hypercar, but I think this handles better than the Mercedes I was just using. Probably still gets beat by the Rimac Nevera. And I think it's slower than the Mercedes and the Rimac, unfortunately. I think stock, this is actually one of the slower hypercars in this game. Like when I have the upgrades off of it, it's usually at the bottom of the list, or like second or third last. It's down there, probably because the stock 0 to 60 and top speed of this car are not great. Unfortunately, it seems like this car has a lot of electric horsepower and not much else. All of its stat points went into horsepower. But it's not too bad this race. The handling is good, which I like. Handling is better than I remembered. Would have preferred to avoid bumping into that barricade there, but I think that saved me from going off-road, so I'll take it. Okay, I'm getting more used to the drifts on this car. It's less slippery than the Mercedes, but it's even stiffer. When I was talking about how the Mercedes has a like a slower short-term like reaction time than the Rimac, this one's even slower. I really have to like press on the joystick all the way to get it to start turning. Heavier car, perhaps. I'm pretty sure this car is really heavy in real life, like 4,000 pounds. I'd say in all honesty, the biggest disadvantage to electric cars is their weight. I don't know why, but electric motors weigh so much for some reason. Electric cars like always weigh more than their engine competitors. You'd think a big engine would weigh more than an electric motor that just like fits on like the bottom of the axle, but the motors weigh so much somehow. They weigh more than engines. And I guess all the other technology in electric cars, they just weigh a ton. Bro, what was that? That is the worst finishing to a race I've ever had in my life. I'm not gonna blame the car for that one. I don't know if I want to blame myself either. That wall came out of nowhere. I didn't even hit it that hard, but my car went like flying there. And I was just talking about how heavy this car was. If I did that in a Miata, I probably would have been in space. Jesus. Alright, it's our highest score tonight, 62. Not bad. And this is the race where you need to have the Avaya, which means everyone else is using the same car. Alright, not terrible. So we're in the top 80k now. What reward did I get there? Did it say that I got some sort of challenge or something? I'm still pissed about this main stage shooting me out of the challenges. I've now completed at least 2 of these, because we put a car in the custom show, and I've completed 3 events in the summit contest. You only need 2 for 80,000 XP and 60,000 bucks. But this game doesn't want to give me my challenge rewards anymore, so... I wasn't kidding about looking this up later. I'm actually looking this up. I need to find what the hell Ubisoft's excuse is for this. I don't think I've played any other game in my life where like I've just like done a challenge that it says and just haven't got the reward for it. That's a glitch that like never happens in any other game. This game does so many things so well, but why, like, just that one thing is so dumb. Like, what? I'm not getting my rewards for challenges that you're telling me to do that are time limited and have really good rewards. Like, that's good XP and money, and I've missed on so many of those probably by now. It's super annoying. Hyper condensed. So we're going to be using the Avaya again for shock. I guess we'll use the Mercedes again for hyper condensed. It's another hypercar electric. Just to keep up the variety tonight. I think I do like the Mercedes better than the Avaya too. I think it's just it's a little faster and the handling maybe isn't as good, but this is faster than the Avaya. Then the Avaya is better at handling than this Mercedes. So overall, better car here. Also, I think I like the look of this car better too. It's got a really unique look. It's very cyberpunk. Oh my god, the event difficulty again, bro. I cannot remember for the life of me to change that. I guess the difficulty doesn't really matter that much tonight anyways, because there's barely any bots. This is the 3rd race tonight where we've had no bots at all. Well, this one is vehicle health. So I think the only way to fail this is to actually destroy your car, to run out of health before you hit the finish line. Otherwise, you just want to go as fast as you can, just avoid crashing. It's vehicle health. So yeah, we want to avoid civilians, which I avoided that one, but at what cost? Holy. Here we go, go on that side of them. I went like so far there off-road. I know the rewind is going to kill my time, but whatever. Oof. Even the handbrake gets killed off-road. These cars cannot handle if they're not on the road at all. Stay on the road. Keep the health up. We need that. And yeah, I don't think these are timed at all. It's literally just based on vehicle health. It's the only way to fail. So you could just do this like leisurely and casually and make sure that you don't lose like any vehicle health. but your score would be so bad, it'd probably be like less than 1,000 if you actually just like took your time with this. Because the score is going to be based on your time. I don't think it matters how much health you have at the end. I don't think you get extra points. It's not a modifier. That's just the requirement. If your vehicle gets demolished, then you fail, then you have to restart. Because you're being too reckless. Which there's not even a lot of crash opportunities here. This is pretty like open road. It would actually seem pretty hard, I think, to run out of vehicle health here. Unless this race is like 10 minutes long. I might crash here, actually. Hit the handbrake. Okay, I lost a bit of health, but not a ton. I didn't have like a specific crash there, so I think we're good, actually. It's more of just a slow grind as I was just completely going sideways there. The only health we're losing is on the tires. Ooh, I made that checkpoint perfectly. Here's the finish line. This was actually shorter than I thought it was going to be. It's actually shorter than I thought. .245. That was less than 3 minutes. Bro, give me the points. Destroyed that. 39. Okay. I mean, could have been better. Like I said, I don't think it matters how much health you have. There's probably some people that were just driving like so recklessly for this, just like purposely cutting corners, smashing everything. All about speed, not about health. Because yeah, for a 3-minute race there and it's all on open road, I mean, how does your vehicle run out of health on that, even if you're driving as reckless as possible? Okay, we are at level 5 for the Legend Pass. One more race tonight, and then we got the feats, which include slalom, bullseye, and low altitude. You know, I'll take low altitude over like an actual plane race, because I usually hate those. Now, Shock is the race that I was making fun of earlier, because it says Hypercar Electric UK. There is no other British electric hypercar on this planet than the Lotus Evija. Unless I'm like dumb and like not thinking of one. I think maybe Jaguar had a concept, which probably isn't even in this game. Jaguar might have like an electric hypercar concept. If that car is somehow in this game, then maybe that would count towards this as well. Otherwise, no. Bentley doesn't even have any fully electric cars yet, right? They got a few hybrids now, maybe. Maybe just one hybrid. I don't know. I don't think Bentley has... No. Does Bentley even have hybrids yet? Bentley does not have an electric car, let alone one that would be a hypercar. There is a Bentley hypercar in this game, the Mulliner Bacalar, and they actually consider that a street tier 2. Which is weird, because they consider, like, the McLaren 720S as a hypercar. 720S might actually be a little faster than the Bacalar, but the Bacalar is worth about 5 times more, at least. Which, in all honesty, people seem to deny it all the time, but what most people define hypercar versus supercar is the price of the vehicle. It usually comes down to price, or like rarity, or exclusivity. It doesn't actually come down to the speed. Anyways, this Lotus Evija is our only option, as I said, so... Yeah, we got to use the Rimac Nevera once, because it was the trail car. We used the Mercedes twice now, and now this is our second run with the Evija. And if I had the Terzo Millennio, we could have done that one other race with it, but I'm not going to buy it for $2 million, and I don't even have enough for the bundle. Nor do I want to get it, because I already have an Evija, so... We'll do this, we'll do the feats, and then... Might be in like the top 60k. There's no way we're even going to get like silver or anything this week. That's fine, it's whatever. I'll take my my 5,000 parts next week for getting bronze. Again with the event difficulty. I actually genuinely forgot to change that, like, for the 4th time now. It doesn't matter. This is another bot race, but it doesn't matter. We're just gonna smoke them all. 1 out of 5 difficulty. Once this car catches up, these guys are all just gone. We'll never see them again. Is that a white Terzo Millennio? I've never seen the Terzo Millennio not in the black or like the carbon color. I think that one was white. Too bad we'll never see it again this race. Yeah, so this car has really good mid-range acceleration, which I think reflects how this car is supposed to perform in real life. From what I've heard about this car, and I used to do a lot of car research, a lot. I'm not as into cars right now as I was a few years ago. I still consider myself a car enthusiast. I still like learning about cars a lot. But I haven't been at the top of my game lately. But from what I remember about this car, it's got not a good 0 to 60 and not a good top speed. It's just the mid-range of it. It's kind of that, like, you know, that past 0 to 60 acceleration. Like when you're going 100 plus, like 100 to 200 is probably pretty good in this car. Might even outdo a Bugatti, I don't know. And I know most cars in this game are not going to perform exactly how they do in real life, but in this game at least, the 100 to 200 in this car is pretty fast. It's more like the 150 to 250 actually seems to go pretty fast. Especially with nitros, yeah. Like the 150 to 250 range is insane. This car goes crazy at 200 plus. Look how fast that goes up with nitro. That's really good, like, late game acceleration. Not off the line acceleration, but like, you know, pedal to the metal acceleration. Which sometimes is ultimately better for racing, so. This car doesn't suck. I don't think I've ever said that it does, but it's never been one of my favorite cars in game or in real life, but the Lotus Evija, at least in game, is not, it's not that bad. And the handling is definitely better than I remember. I don't know why, but I just remember this car not handling well. They might have, like, improved it. They might have buffed it or something. This car got a buff. Normally I always hate smacking into those, but that one saved me again. It's like the 2nd time tonight I've been saved by a barrier. Which is what they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to kill you, they're supposed to save you. Alright, nice sprint at the end there, made up for the last race, or the one before that I guess. The last race in this car. Oh, my car went flying right at the finish line. 76. That is indeed our highest score tonight. Normally like 70k, 80k is more my average. I'd say these are some lower scores tonight. With the feats, we'll definitely be in like the top 60k, but you know, that's not enough. You gotta be top 40k for silver. Which we got last week, so I'm happy about that. And I know I've hit gold at least like twice in the crew too. I don't think I've ever got gold in this game actually. Maybe like once. Definitely never got platinum. I never got platinum in the crew too either. I did get platinum once in the custom show though in this game. Pretty sure it was also the first month of this game, the first week, I guess. Yeah, it's all of my best stuff I did in this game was like the first week that it released, because that's when I was playing this game like every day off camera, just kind of nonstop. When this game dropped, I was probably playing it like 8 hours a day off camera. I was just grinding out all the playlists and everything. Anyways, let's do these feats, try to get some extra points here. Do some slalom. Usually bullseye is like off-road, like in this picture, or oftentimes it's in a boat or something, or a plane. And I would think this is all going with the electric hypercar theme, except for the low altitude, obviously, so maybe the bullseye will be different. Maybe slalom will be different too, but I feel like the slalom's going to be on-road, yeah. Pretty confident about that. And no, we're not going to use the Avaya, even though the handling isn't that bad. My Red Bull RB18 is just going to do way better. Let's go and find that. How close is this thing to max? 988 out of 990. Why can't I get all 990 parts for Alpha GP? Bro. Got the suspension. The last part that I need is this exhaust. Every part on this car is 990 except for the exhaust, which is 988. And that makes the overall perf level 989. I don't know how they're doing the math with these, but it is not multiplication. They're doing something wrong. They really have it so that you can't get that final point unless everything is perfect. So even if this exhaust were 989 and not 988, my overall would still be 989. Even though the rest of these are all 990. Okay. We don't need to do any customizing with this. I use this car all the time. This is my go-to for any on-road slalom or escape or anything like that. Slalom and escape, really. For speed trap, I try to use the dragster. Alright, let's do it. There's a civilian in my way. Oh, I just dodged him. Just dodged. More civilians. Out of my way! This is the problem with feats. I got these idiots driving all over the road. Can't you guys see I'm trying to speed here? How many summit points? 70k, okay, not bad considering I smacked into like 2 civilians. It's funny how easily it seems like you get points on feats compared to the races. You know, like that first race, it was like 4 minutes for less than 30k. I do a 20-second slalom and then I get 70k points. You get points from feats so much like quicker and easier than you do for races. The thing is, you don't get to like stack it how you want. You know, everything is set up specifically for the summit. So there's always 3 feats and there's always 6 events or 6 races. And there's always usually at least one of them I can't do because I don't own the car for and I don't want to buy the bundle. Which it does suck that this is one of those weeks that there's only one race I can't do, because if I could just do that one extra race, I'd be able to not only get the tickets there or whatever. Hang on, I need to look at this now. Yeah, they're giving 300 of these P tickets. I don't remember what those are called. And then you get an extra 100k points just for doing all the events. I think that's to reward people that buy the bundle and make sure they have all the vehicles. But yeah, it's unfortunate when I'm like one off. Anyways, bullseye. This is also on-road bullseye. Bullseye on-road is almost the same as slalom. You're basically doing the same thing. It looks different, but you're doing the same thing. You just gotta be a little more precise, I guess. Oh yeah, it's this. Okay, it's not the same thing. I had a feeling they were gonna do something like this. So as you'll notice, the bullseye checkpoints start going mid-air. Obviously, my Red Bull doesn't fly. It means I need to switch to a plane mid-race. Last time I did this, it took me so many attempts to actually do it successfully. Okay, it's R3 triangle. I need to remember that. R3 triangle, as soon as I see them start going in the air. Bro, I hate when they do this. I hate these. They suck. Okay, R3 triangle. Go, go, go. Alright, that actually was kind of smooth. A smooth transition. There we go. Keep turning, keep turning. Keep turning. Keep turning. I'm holding L1 like as long as I can. Oh my god, I'm gonna crash in the cliff. Bro. This is like usually my better plane too. I think. I don't even know. It should automatically be on my best plane. I don't want to like rewind on this because it's just going to destroy my score, so we just need to keep retrying. It's not like it takes that long. This all happens in about 30 seconds. Oh, I was going so fast there. I'm actually glad it slowed me down. Alright. Keep going, keep going. Bro, how... I like dipped down there and like just missed it. This cliff again, bro. I think if you miss 2 of these, like you're done. You don't have enough points to actually complete it. They make you like do a lot for these. It's much harder than the slalom, that's for sure. Look how lower. It wants me to go back to a car. I'm not ready for this. I pressed circle. Land boat. Why is it this boat too? Why is this my default boat? Oh my god. Am I more mad or happy that we get to go back to a car? It makes it tougher because I have to switch again, and when you switch to a car when you're in a plane, your car literally drops from the sky. Although I do like this in a car better than in a plane. Is the F1 car my like standard land vehicle? It should be. I just want to check this actually. We go circle, boat, square, Red Bull. Okay, cool. Alright, let's try again. So we know we have like 3 or 4 checkpoints with the plane, and then we're back to the car. Let's just do this nice, slow, and steady. Treat it like a nice, chill plane race, you know? It's just a plane race. Slow and steady. Get the checkpoints. How did I miss that one? Don't know. Doesn't matter. Slow and steady. Okay, we're not gonna get that, whatever. Go for the big circle. Big circle something. Okay, I need to get ready to switch to car now. Like right here. It makes you do this like... Right, okay, we missed that one totally. Whatever. I did it too late, but we're back on road. Oh my god. Bro. I still need so many points. There better still be like a bunch of checkpoints for me to get. I need to make up for so many points right now. Did we get it? No. It's not even enough. So I missed like 2 checkpoints there, and it's not enough. I don't know how people get like really high scores on this. I guess they just do it really fast, because it doesn't really come down to the checkpoints. If you miss 2 of them, you don't pass at all. I think you can get away with missing 1 as long as you go fast enough. There we go. Got the small circles, more points. Oh, we're not gonna get the small one there. It's fine. You know, sometimes the big circle will cut it, you know? Yeah, it looks like it's like 260 for the big one, and then like 375 for the small one. It's not that much more. It's not that much better. We're gonna miss that one. Hopefully that's our only miss. Hopefully we get this one this time. I'm gonna switch to my car right now. That was too late again somehow. How was that too late again? Okay, we probably would have lost anyways because I missed two. But what is the hell is that sitting in the middle of the ground? It just made me lose all of my speed that I had going in the F1 car. That was really stupid. I really don't like these. Bro, did it just bug out? What the hell's going on? This game is misbehaving right now. Alright, take 7? I don't know. Take 5 maybe. How many times have I attempted this? If this took longer than a minute, I probably would have gave up already. But because it goes so fast, then, you know. It's worth a try, right? Come on. Ooh, that one was smooth. I kind of glided into it that time. Gonna get the nitro. Okay, we got some good speed here. I think we've hit all of them, right? Yeah, okay, let's try to do this properly now. No, I'm still gonna miss. How the hell do you get that one, bro? That one's gonna be so hard to get. I better pass. That's the only one we missed. I feel like it's so hard to actually aim your car to get in that because it's way lower, but it's not touching the ground, which means you have to get it midair. Okay, we passed. Jesus Christ, I hope the driver of that SUV is dead. Alright, we passed. 48,000, it's not even that bad. That was pretty much like bare minimum. When you do bare minimum and you still get like 50k points, you know a lot of people are struggling with it, so makes me feel better. Alright, low altitude. So we're going to be back in a plane, but this is going to be a lot easier. All you have to do is fly low. Fly as low as you can go, that's it. Should be way more simple. Now just don't crash, don't go too low, or you're dead. Just stay over the trees. It's best if you can stick to a road or a river or something, but usually just going like this, just above the tree line is good enough. Alright, already objective, so let's see if we can just stack points now. The trees. What? Oh my god. Yo, that like maneuver that I did, I have never done something so amazing in a plane before in this game. I somehow like perfectly avoided those trees. That was nuts. That was actually crazy. I need to run that back. If I still made like stream highlight compilations, that would definitely go in there. What the hell? Hang on, I just need to do like an instant replay here. I wish I could do that like on stream. I just need to watch the maneuver that I did because it was insane. I totally thought I was gonna like hit the trees. Obviously I was trying to like evade them, but I wasn't like, you know, I didn't like expertly plan that. That just, it worked out so well. I did a flip and then went like sideways in between the trees and then came out of it perfectly. That was amazing. That was the best low altitude I've ever done. I don't know about score-wise. 64 isn't terrible. I feel like there's some low altitudes where I've scored really high. People seem to be kind of bad at it, I guess. They're just flying too low and end up crashing. Low altitude is pretty chill. I definitely prefer it over an actual plane race, or especially doing bullseye, where I have to switch to a plane halfway through, and then back to a car. I'm pretty sure it's the first time I've ever done that, actually. I don't think I've ever gone from car to plane and then back to car. I think I've done boat, like with 3 of them. I think I've maybe done car, plane, and then boat before. Or car, boat, and then plane. But I don't think I've ever done a bullseye before that was car, plane, and car. That was wild. Overall, pretty fun summit contest tonight. It wasn't that bad. And of course I remember it now, this difficulty. So we'll have it on 2 out of 5 for next week. I forgot to put the difficulty up for every single thing we did tonight, but now it's on 2 out of 5. We'll have it there for next week. Hopefully we'll get some, like, you know, real races against bots and stuff where the difficulty actually kind of, matters. It makes it more of a challenge if the bots are faster and you don't just smoke them all right off the line. Other than that, it's pretty much it for tonight. So we got some more money. We're at 2.5 now. Obviously, we got the car there, which I'm happy about, because full battery showdown is the last week of the current main stage. So this is ending in less than a day. Like earlier tomorrow night, this will end. All of it. So we got that Mazda RX-3, no, RX-8 Thunderwave Edition. And I actually hit level 5 for the Legend Pass, which it's been a long time. Because like I said a few months ago, there was 2 main stages back to back where I got the Legend cars, or Legend Pass cars for level 3. But neither of those months I got the uncommon title. So not only did I get the uncommon title for level 4, we also hit level 5 tonight. But still 15 levels off from the next reward, which would be rare title at level 20. Anyways, I guess if there's one more thing to do tonight before we leave off, I want to go check out that Mazda that I got, Thunderwave Edition. There's not going to be much to do customization-wise, but we can go look at it. And as for these challenges, I really need to look this up. Because this is really the only thing that I actually hate about this game. There's certain things that happen in this game that kind of annoy me, like that bullseye that we did that was kind of stressful, but at the end of the day, a few attempts, we get it done, and we move on. This sort of thing, this is I'm missing out on a bunch of XP and money from this. And I'm never going to get compensated for it. Ubisoft is never going to give me all the money and XP that I missed due to them not giving me my challenges, even though I've done these. Both of these are so easy to do. Register a car in the custom show and finish 2 events in the summit contest. So literally I do those every single time I stream this game. But it's not giving me these challenges. And I'm missing out on a combined 100k bucks and over 100k XP. So ridiculous. Anyways, last thing for tonight, we're gonna check out that Mazda, so... Should be Street Tier 2. It might actually be Street Tier 1. Knowing this game, they're going to put it in Street Tier 2, but the Mazda RX-8 is actually very slow. It's even slower than the RX-7. Which the RX-7 is the predecessor to the RX-8. It came out 10 years before. But, yeah, the RX-8 is actually slower than the RX-7. I'm pretty sure I looked that up. For some reason. For some reason, it's slower. But, the Thunderwave Edition is going to be all upgraded and everything, so... If I had to guess, they'd put it in... I'd actually be proud of them if they put the RX-8 in Street Tier 1. Which there's no shame in Street Tier 1, You gotta have different expectations for different cars. Obviously, a Jeep Grand Cherokee or a Harley Davidson or a 70s muscle car are not going to perform like, a Ferrari F12 Berlinetta or a Lamborghini Gallardo, which are cars that you'll find in Street Tier 2. But, yeah, the RX-3 is in here, so... RX-8. Why do I keep saying RX? The RX-3 is a car as well. And I'm pretty sure they've also given it out for a Legend Pass. And I actually already had that car from the crew, too. But I think I got compensated with money. So this Cayenne Turbo GT Basalt Edition, this was a Legend Pass car that I got maybe 2 months ago, and then the month after that I got the Camaro ZL1 Rift Edition. The Mazda RX-3 Raggio Edition or whatever, that was probably back in Street Tier 1 actually. Or it might be here as well. But it was probably Street Tier 1. And they gave me money, they gave me 300k, because I got that car but I already had it from Crew 2. Here's the Camaro I was talking about, Rift Edition. And here is the RX-8 Thunderwave Edition, 2010. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. Obviously this looks a lot cooler than a stock one, but even the stock RX-8, it actually looks better than it is performance-wise. Because I looked it up, these cars are not fast. This car has I think it's an over 6 seconds 0 to 60, and its top speed might even be below 155. It was like, it was bad. But, you know, people modify these cars and stuff. It's that kind of car. And yeah, I just want to look the RX-3. I'm pretty sure the RX-3 is Street Tier 1. Yeah, it's not showing up here, which means it's Street Tier 1. It would have been towards the bottom here. Anyways, RX-8 is Street Tier 2. This is 528 out of 750, which, so stock performance, they're putting this above a Giulia Quadrifoglio, a Lotus Emira, Spiker C8, Porsche Cayman GT4, Audi RS5. They're putting it above all of these, when in reality it would be slower than all these. It might even be slower than a Lamborghini Miura. What do they have this at? Yeah, honestly, I think a stock Lamborghini Miura SV might be faster than a stock Mazda RX-8. But, you know, this one's a special edition. It's probably faster than the stock RX-8 in this game. And so they've put it to 528, and we're just going to max it out. And I do want to look at customization, but yeah, it's going to be limited because it's a exclusive car. So no color, they want that Thunderwave blue. No visual parts, you gotta respect the body kit. But there is vanity and there's livery. I think my theory was correct about every vehicle in this game. I'm pretty sure you're able to do a livery on every single vehicle in this game. I don't think any of them stop you from just doing a livery. I feel like maybe in like the Crew 2 or something, you weren't able to do that. Also, what's up with this? A few of these have yellow in the headlights, which looks really cool actually, but you can't do body customization on this car, so that means that the color of those rings in the headlights is actually a part of the paint. And when people are doing custom liveries, they're able to paint the headlights to make them yellow like that. Which actually looks better than what this... Why didn't they normally do that? It's normally just like blue, but you have the yellow interior. Why didn't they do the yellow headlights normally? Because it does look better. It looks way better. It's like all these people figured out how to do it for these custom wraps. So why couldn't Ivory Tire figure out how to do that when they made this, you know, this actual vehicle, this Thunderwave edition? Because yeah, these ones with the yellow and stuff on them look a lot cooler than the normal one, but you know, it's a special edition car. I'm not gonna... The red is sick too. But yeah, I'm not gonna download a wrap on this. I usually just look at these for fun for the most part. I don't have community wraps on a lot of my cars. A few of them. Never special edition cars. Anyways, if there's any car to go with kind of more like outlandish tires, this could be the one. We just don't want it to contradict the nice gold calipers or the kind of blue chrome on the inside of the rim. I actually like that a lot. We don't want to screw that up. But do we have some rims that kind of look good with this? These fire and ice tires don't look so bad. I don't know if the fire matches as much, but the yellow interior kind of works with that. So we could do that. Yeah, we could do the fire on ice on this car, perhaps. Why not? Looks good. Let's go do it. Fire and ice on the Thunderwave edition RX-8. As for smoke, do we want to go with the smoke too that I put on the Taycan? The orange and blue? Yeah, let's do that. Orange and blue, smoke, and then I actually have an orange and blue nitro as well. Also, when did I get this? Ooh, I don't know what this nitro is called, but that one looks really cool. And it's also like orange and blue. I must have got that as like a reward for something recently, because I don't recognize it. Yeah, I don't know how I got that. Did that come with this car or something? It would have already had it equipped, right? This is the one I was thinking of, the Forsberg Racing Nitro, because it's orange and blue. It would go with the smoke and these tires, but I want to try this one actually. This nitrous looks really cool. We need to try that in game. Next stream, perhaps. If we can use this car next stream, then we'll do that on, you know, the first summit contest of next main stage. We'll try to use this car and see that nitro, because that looks really cool. Even an underglow wouldn't be out of the question for this car. Yeah, this is the kind of car that you want to go crazy on with the customization. I don't know if Dominion really fits kind of the theme of this car though. Could do like this. I'm not trying to like go too crazy with the colors. I want to mostly stick to theme here, which is like yellow and blue. But we have orange going on with the rims and the nitro and the smoke. I don't know, we could even do something like this just to really kind of tie in the orange, so it's like orange, yellow, and blue. A little bit of purple on the rims too. Or just like rainbow, wouldn't look that bad. Tough call. The pink doesn't really match. It kind of matches with the rims, the purple on them. But I don't know. That might be overkill with the colors. I try not to have too many colors on one car. I do want an underglow in this car though, because they look... This kind of car looks good with an underglow. Maybe just the rainbow. Just like the actual, just like realistic car underglow. Just the rainbow box. I think we can do that. That's the kind of underglow that would be on this type of car in real life. As for window tint, we don't need that. Something like that is cool, but the inside is already yellow. That's just like yellow overkill. And that's blue overkill. We don't want black, we want to see the inside. Rooftop. With the blue taxi sign be out of question. That'd be the craziest taxi ever. Yeah, probably not gonna go with a rooftop. We can get a dashboard figure though. Maybe this guy? I feel like he fits this car. I can never see what these are called because my face cam's always in the way. I'm gonna call this guy Bob. Oh, I didn't even notice this before. It says shake, press triangle. What the hell? If you press triangle, it just shakes the whole car and then it makes the bobblehead move. Barely. I was thinking it was gonna make the bobblehead just like start going crazy. You press triangle and it moves the car a lot, but it moves the bobblehead a little bit. Which you never even see these unless you're in first person anyways. Alright, well he's there. Got the bobblehead. Okay, there it is. Mazda RX-8 Thunderwave Edition. We'll make sure this is maxed out, and hopefully we can get to actually test this car out next week. My new free Legend Pass car that I earned with hard work and dedication. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight on the Crew Motorfest, and yeah, I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.